So what I'm going to do to start off the eye look is just take a normal Kohl eyeliner, and literally this is going all over our entire lid, just not past the crease. And then once I've done this, I will be going into the Tartist Pro Palette and just taking a normal brown shade just to smooth out them edges a little bit and start in the crease to make definition. Yeah. And then I did forget to set the Kohl eyeliner with a black eyeshadow, so I'm just going to go in the black eyeshadow in the shade Punk and literally set that whole entire lid just so it doesn't move anywhere and just so it is as black as it can be. Then once I've set it, I'm just going to start blending that in to my crease a little bit more and just start feathering it out on the outer corner and also blending it underneath my eye. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a darker brown and just start buffing that in the crease and blending all the shades together. Then I'm going to dip into the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette and I'm going to be using this gold shade. Now I did get this inspiration from Cosmo by Hailey, I think that's how you pronounce the name. She done like a clown look and she put the gold in a corner. I think she used foil instead of actually glitter, but I thought I'd use glitter and I love the way it turned out. So thank you for your inspiration, Hailey. I really loved it. So yeah, now I'm just applying some eyelashes from Tart. Then I'm going to coat my lower lashes using the YSL mascara. I absolutely love this mascara. Now I'm going to take some toilet paper or tissue paper, whatever you guys like to call it. I'm literally going to rip it up in small, long rectangle pieces, and then I'm going to take some of my mehron liquid latex and just start coating the tissue and around the edges just so it adheres to my face. And then what I'll do later is to make it dry a little bit faster, I used my hairdryer. Now if I were going out on a night out, obviously I'd let this dry, but because I was doing this tutorial I didn't really want to be sitting here for hours on end waiting for it to dry on my face. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just blasting it with a hairdryer. Then once I've done that, I'm just going to cut it carefully with some scissors and just start cutting the slits by my mouth. You want to try and cut it directly where the end of your mouth ends, just so it looks a lot more realistic. So I'm going to do this on both of the sides. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my foundation, what I applied on my face earlier. I think I used the Urban Decay All Night foundation, to be honest, because it's full coverage. And then I'm just going to blend this in with a Real Techniques sponge. I used it dry again because it adds more coverage when the sponge is dry. And then once I've done that, I'll be setting it with my Laura Mercier setting powder. I'm also just going to start setting the whole entire my face because I didn't set it earlier, just because I knew I'd be putting foundation on my face again, so I didn't really want the powder and the foundation to be all cakey, if you know what I mean. Now to start making this mouthpiece look a lot more realistic, I'm only taking my water activated paint by Snazaroo, and I'm first going to be going in with the black and covering inside the cut. This is just going to make it look a little bit more 3D on our face and just make it look a lot more realistic because we've got none of our real flesh showing. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up this little sponge, and then I'm going to dip into some red paint from the Techniques palette, and I'm going to start sponging this on. I did think it'd be a lot darker than this, but it wasn't, so I just carried on sponging it on. And then what I'll do later is mix in red and black to get that, like what I'm doing here. I mix it together and made like this deep burgundy, so this is just going to make it look a lot more realistic and make it look like the blood is actually dry on our face. It's also going to act like we've got some bruising around the cuts. Now my latex did go a little bit lumpy, but to be honest I think it added to the look. It made the skin look a lot more irritated, so don't worry if it turns out like this. I think I panicked too much, but I did like the end result in the end. Then I just took like the plum colour out the Tartist Pro Palette and just started applying that all over just to act as some bruising. And then what I did is I just brought this cheap blood out of I think it was Poundland. Honestly, it's so good. It reminded me of the Ben Nye scab blood because as you can see it's really thick and it literally doesn't move anywhere, so it just stays there and stays wet throughout the day, so it's really good. So I'm just literally putting a load of this on until I'm happy with it. So as you can see, yeah, it's really like stringy and things like this. Looks disgusting, but I love doing things like this. So I'm just applying this to the cuts to make it look a lot more realistic. Then I'm going to take that sponge with the fake blood and just start splattering it around the cut, just so it looks like we've got some wet blood around the cut as well, so it looks a lot more realistic. And then after this I'll go in lining my lips with a red lip liner, and then for the lips I'll be using a Sleek matte lipstick from Sleek brand. That didn't make no sense whatsoever. But yeah, I'll be using a matte liquid lipstick from Sleek, and it's just like a really dark red lip. Just think it went really good with the look. So yeah guys, this is the end result. I really hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. Let me know what you want to see next on my channel, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any more of my upcoming tutorials. But until next time, I love you all so much, and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye guys!
That is how I feel when the mirror shows me a stranger. Yeah.